Hey there, students. Welcome back to another exciting lesson. Today, I'm going to make the past simple tense in English as easy as pie for you. Trust me, by the end of this lesson, you'll feel much more confident using it. So grab your notebooks and let's dive right in. Make sure you have a pen handy because you'll want to jot down some important points. First off, what is the past simple tense? It's one of the most commonly used tenses in English. It's a verb form that we use to talk about actions that happened and were completed at a specific time in the past. Pretty straightforward, right? It's like a snapshot of a moment that has already happened. Now, let's talk about structure. Understanding the structure is key to mastering this tense. For regular verbs, we simply add ed to the base form of the verb. This is a rule that applies to most verbs in English. For example, to say walk becomes walked, and talk becomes talked. Easy peasy. These are the verbs that follow the rules, but of course there are always some irregular verbs which don't follow this pattern. These can be a bit tricky, but with practice, we'll get the hang of them. Instead of adding ed, these verbs change completely. They have unique past forms that you need to memorize. For example, go becomes went, and eat becomes ate. These changes might seem random, but they are very common in everyday English. Now let's break it down with some examples. Examples help solidify your understanding. If I say, I walked to school yesterday, you immediately know it happened in the past. The word yesterday is a clear indicator. Or she ate an apple this morning. Here, this morning tells us the action is completed. See how it works? It's all about recognizing the time frame and the action. There are also some keywords that tip you off that you should use the past simple tense. These words are like little clues. Words like yesterday, last, ago, and specific past dates. These words help you identify when to use the past simple tense. For example, he visited his grandmother last week, or they moved to London in 2010. These sentences clearly indicate past actions. Here's a quick tip. When forming questions and negatives in the past simple tense, we use did, plus the base form of the verb. This is a crucial point to remember. So did you see the movie? Notice how did is used to form the question. And for negatives, it's I did not or didn't see the movie. The main verb stays in its base form. Notice how the main verb stays in its base form. All right, let's recap. Recapping helps reinforce what we've learned. The past simple tense is used for actions completed in the past. It's a fundamental tense in English. Regular verbs get an ed ending, while irregular verbs change form entirely. Make sure to memorize the common irregular verbs. Keywords like yesterday and last often signal its use. These keywords are your hints, and remember to use did in questions and negatives. This is essential for correct sentence formation. Keep practicing, and soon this will all be second nature to you. Practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to make mistakes. Thanks for tuning in, and if you found this useful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips. Your support helps us create more content. Until next time, happy learning. Keep up the great work and see you in the next lesson.